team at Newcastle University who developed it.
The child has the nuclear genetic material from both parents, with all the characteristics, but the healthy mitochondria of a donor woman. So, effectively, you've removed the harmful mitochondria. We've been working on this for the best part of 25 years to get to this stage. We were confident it was work, but we didn't know it would work. And, of course, this was a decision that we had to discuss with the potential parents.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Thursday, the 17th day of July for 2025. Mike Will, along with Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. Some friendly conversation, a little chit-chat, get you up and get you going here this morning. Going to be talking about some new contracts being awarded to four Nebraska not football coaches, but head coaches of various sports after their successful runs this past season. We'll talk about that coming up. Pairings have been announced for the Class B and Class C junior state tournaments that get underway on Saturday. We'll talk about that coming up. The A7 Seniors Area Tournament getting underway tomorrow out in North Platte. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, the number one seed for the A7 Juniors Tournament, gets underway tomorrow in Kearney. Hastings Sodbusters were in action last night. Major League Baseball still with one more day off today. They'll get back to their season. The second half of the season will officially get underway tomorrow. The Kansas City Royals going to be playing down in Miami against the Marlins to begin the second half of the season. Kansas City currently sitting at 47-50 on the season. So that's some of the things we'll be talking about today. Steve Stetter, the track announcer at Cam Raceway in Hastings, is expected to join us toward the bottom of the hour. He'll be talking about the 2025 season, what's been transpiring so far, and what's ahead for Cam Raceway. So all that and more is coming up this morning here on Extreme Sports as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And good morning. As we get going, extra inning baseball last night over in Duncan for the Sodbusters. They pick up the walk-off victory, and they'll get back after it tonight, 6:35 first pitch, as they take on the Bison. So,
they won last night 6-5, 10 innings. The hero was Joey Heckler. He drove in the winning run in the bottom of the 10th inning to win it for the Sodbusters. So their little homestand so far has been good. I think, they've won, 4 games in a row now at home, or 3 games in a row at home? 4 games in a row at home. As the Sodbusters now 24-16 in the season. As Tyson mentioned, the same two teams will play tonight at 6:35. So that's some of the things going on in the sporting world here today. 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you want to join in today. 402-834-1330. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we'll monitor those comments as well as they come in here today. You having problems with your camera today or what?
No.
I don't see you for some reason.
Oh, I'm definitely here.
Yeah, I don't see you. Again, I feel lost because I don't see you today.
I'm watching the YouTube channel.
And I'm on the Facebook
fine,
side.
So.
I don't see you over on that side.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, well, as long as you're someplace. A couple other things going on here. Washington Commanders are signing veteran defensive end Von Miller to their roster for this year. Miller course, played for the Denver Broncos. Last year he was with Buffalo. He's got 129 and a half career sacks, ranked 16th on the all-time list. He played the last 3 seasons with your Buffalo Bills, recording 14 sacks. So Von Miller moving from Buffalo to the Washington Commanders for the 2025 season.
Interesting that the veteran's going to give it another go with the Washington Commanders. Kind of thought that, after he left Buffalo that he was kind of on the slide of his career, but re-signed. So going to go to the Washington Commanders and get her rolling. So.
All right, that's one NFL signing from yesterday. The San Francisco 49ers have reached a contract agreement with defensive tackle Alfred Collins. The rookie deal is worth $10.3 million over 4 years, includes $9 million guaranteed, and striking a deal with Collins, the number 43 pick out of Texas. Now, a lot of the second-round draft choices evidently have not signed, waiting for some of the top guys in the second round to sign, so kind of seeing where their contracts lie. So that's probably going to start a frenzy of second-round draft choices that have not reached contract agreement yet. But Alfred Collins has signed his contract for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, and you'll see that, they'll wait to see kind of who the first, second round pick and what that amount goes for, and that kind of sets the bar, and then they'll, like you mentioned, flurry of contracts after that. We should see some pretty good deals that start to transpire. So.
NBA stuff, 3-time NBA All-Star Bradley Beal has agreed to a contract buyout with the Phoenix Suns. He plans to join the Los Angeles Clippers on a 2-year, $11 million deal with a player option. The player option for 2026-2027 clears the way for Beal to be one of the top available players in free agency next summer. Beal, throughout his career, has averaged 21.5 points, 4.3 assists, 4.1 rebounds, and his shots at 37.6% from behind the arc in his career. So Beal is moving out of Phoenix. He'll join the Los Angeles Clippers for a couple of years. And again, he'll be one of the top players available in free agency next summer. So he is moving on. Bradley Beal, one of the top players in the NBA. So that's some of the things that's going on behind the scenes, so to speak. Legion Baseball coming up this week. We have got the Class B and C junior state tournaments. They will get underway on Saturday. Of course, we'll be involved with Hastings 5 Points Bank and Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes. They'll open up area tournament play this weekend. On the senior side, Hastings will be playing out in North Platte. Hastings, the number 1 seed. They get the number 6 seed in North Platte Great Plains Health at 7 o'clock on Friday night in the opening round. That'll be a tough game, I think, for Hastings 5 Points Bank playing in front of the North Platte hometown fans. They traditionally play it pretty well in area tournaments, especially at home. They gave us a run earlier in the season, so that'll be a good contest. Hastings and North Platte Friday night at 7. We'll have the game here on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame at 6:45. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, they're going to be the number 1 seed for the A7 Juniors tournament over in Kearney, and the Braves will play on Saturday. They'll get a first-round bye on Friday, so they'll play their opening round game on Saturday at 4 o'clock against either Grand Island Dinsdale or the Wesco Express. Those two teams will play on a Friday, and then the winner will play Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes on Saturday at 4. We'll have that game on Extreme Sports 2 on Saturday, beginning with a pregame show at about 3:45. So that's what's going on as far as our local teams are concerned. As I mentioned, the Class B Junior State Tournament gets underway on Saturday out in Gering, and the Class C Junior State Tournament is going to be held beginning on Saturday in Malcolm. We've got the pairings and the game times coming up. We check sports here in just a couple of minutes.
All right. Yeah, getting stoked to get the Legion postseason underway on the area tournament side of things, and always like you mentioned on the senior side, really competitive area tournament that has historically been when you throw North Platte into the mix. And I remember last year just doing the junior side of things, and they gave us a run. I mean, it was like a one-run game for about the first 5 innings before Hastings kind of pulled away a little bit late. But they bring it in postseason time, and then you get the opportunity to host. So yeah, no doubt that's going to be a pretty tough matchup, I think, for 5 points right out of the gate, and they'll have to play their best ball to get the dub. So
yeah, we were supposed to play out there a couple of weeks ago, but that was the night we had all the storms and everything moved through the area, so those games were called off. We did play them earlier in the season at Duncan, and Hastings was able to beat North Platte by a score of 6-5. It was a walk-off for the Chiefs that night, so I expect a tough one against North Platte in the opening round. Carlos Jimenez was the starting pitcher for Hastings that night. Didn't have a lot of base hits in the game. Hastings had only 6 in the contest against North Platte the first time around. North Platte had only 3 against Jimenez and Landon Hendricks, who came on and threw 2 2/3 innings of relief to pick up the win. So that'll be the Friday matchup out in North Platte. I'll have the seniors games for you on Extreme Sports. You'll have the juniors action on Extreme Sports 2 beginning on Saturday over in Kearney. So a couple of teams, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes and Hastings 5 Points Bank, have had great regular seasons, but they're both looking for bigger things here, trying to win maybe an area tournament and head into the state tournament, which gets underway next weekend.
yeah, I mean, and all for naught now. I mean, postseason play getting underway. Everyone's 0-0, so throw all those records out the window. And like I said, the area tournaments, it's just one of those fascinating things because you got so many teams with a little bit of history, and we've played some pretty good games against these teams that are going to be squaring off in the area tournament. So no easy task, but take care of business here, and we're playing in some more state tournament baseball.
All right, so that's what's coming up for the weekend. The Nebraska notes today. Nebraska Athletics has finalized new contracts with head coaches of 4 programs coming off of highly successful seasons. Troy Dannon announced yesterday that contract extensions have been given to softball coach Rhonda Ravel, head track and field coach Justin St. Clair, women's bowling head coach Paul Klempa, and men's gymnastics coach Chuck Chomelka. They've all signed their new deals, so those 4 coaches will be around for at least a few more years. Rhonda Ravel, of course, softball had a great year, and those other 3 coaches as well. Don't normally follow a lot of men's gymnastics or women's bowling. Head track and field coach also coming off of a successful year, but they all receive contract extensions based on their highly successful past year. So you reward the people that win, huh?
Good to see Rhonda sticking around for another 5 years.
God, she's been around forever.
I know, and that's just you look back and historically what she's done for this softball program, and she's just one of those faces that softball's such a sport where it's almost a family within a family when you get involved in collegiate softball. And you heard him talking during the Tennessee game in that super regional about what Rhonda has meant to this game of college, and not just here at the University of Nebraska, but really across D1. So to have one of the friendly faces, one of the staples, if you will, get that contract extension for another 5 years and continue to be the face of this program. Really no better leader. Maybe not in terms of like the win-loss record, but developing players, developing just good human beings. That's Rhonda Ravel. So, yep, I was so stoked to see that she got that extension through 2030.
Yeah, Rhonda is kind of the John Cook of volleyball. She's just been around for a long, long time. And when you think of Nebraska's softball, you think of Rhonda Revelle for years. And you think of Nebraska volleyball, it was John Cook. Rhonda's just that type of person that you kind of associate with Nebraska softball. And sooner or later, she's going to decide to call it quits. But not for the next few years. She's signed her contract extension. Huskers obviously coming up just a little bit short maybe of their goal this year. So
one run short, man.
Yeah. So they'll be back in next year, and Rhonda will be heading up the Nebraska softball team. So those are some of the things that's going on here today. If you'd like to join us, give us a call, 402-834-1330. That's the fan line, 402-834-1330. You'd like to chat about something we've brought up here this morning, something on your mind in the sporting world, maybe something non-sports related you want to talk about, hey, give us a shout out on the fan line, 402-834-1330. Leave us a message on the social media sites, and we'll get to those as well as we get you up and get you going here for this Thursday. First night of the fair last night in Adams County.
Did you head out?
I did not. I'll probably make an appearance maybe tonight.
Okay.
I'll be busy with baseball like you will for the weekend. So if I don't make it tonight, the schedule's not going to dictate me heading out to the fair because I'll be gone on Friday night. Get to stay the weekend in North Platte.
It's always been this time, hasn't it?
Yeah, baseball and the fair always kind of coincide with each other.
They don't mix.
So.
I was talking about that with some of my friends over at the theater. They always do their award show this weekend, and it's always the weekend of area tournament baseball. And every time they're like, "Hey, when are you going to make an appearance at this award show that you've been nominated for like the last 4 years?" And I'm just like, well, it literally lands during area tournament baseball, so probably never." I'm a little busy during this particular week.
Change your date of your award show.
Right. Well, they're not going to change the date of the award show for me. That would be...
You don't have that much pull with the folks in GI?
Absolutely not. To change tradition? Are you kidding me?
They've probably been doing the award show this weekend for years and years and years. We're not going to move it just because Tyson can't be there. So... Anyway, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to chime in today. We're going to be talking Cam Raceway, I think, at the bottom of the hour. Ran into Steve yesterday. He's going to try to make his schedule work to give us a call at 7:30. So he'll be joining us talking about Cam Raceway. They're kind of like a baseball. They're coming off of a 2-week break. They took off the July 4th holiday weekend, and they were off last week as well. So they're returning to action this Friday night out at Cam Raceway. Well, in fact, they got a 2-day show this weekend. They're going to come back with a 2-day show for Friday and Saturday. So we'll talk about the schedule for this weekend, what he anticipates for the weekend and the season ahead out at Cam Raceway. That's all coming up. 7:18 now on Extreme Sports as you wake up with Mike and Tyson here this morning.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Well, we'll start with news out of the city of Hastings, where Curtis Hensley is now 1 month into his role as the new assistant fire chief for fire operations for the city of Hastings. Hensley joined Hastings Fire and Rescue back on June 16th. Overseeing fire operations, Hensley coordinates fire trainings and supervises captains. He said stepping into the new role comes with its own challenges, expectations, and learning curves, especially when joining a new department, and that keeps the job exciting and rewarding. Meanwhile, troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol, with assistance of several other police agencies, have arrested one person after a pursuit and a search west of Lincoln. After the pursuit, troopers located a deceased woman inside the suspect's vehicle. The incident stemmed from an endangered missing persons alert that was issued on earlier this week in Wisconsin. And early yesterday, Nebraska State Patrol received information from the Dodgeville Police Department that the vehicle associated with the missing persons case was believed to be traveling westbound in the state. And Attorney General Mike Hilgers and Governor Jim Pillen announced yesterday that the state has sued the state of Colorado to enforce the South Platte River Compact and clear the way for construction of the Perkins County Canal. Nebraska and Colorado signed the South Platte River Compact back in 1923, slightly before I was born. The compact was approved by both states' legislatures, ratified by Congress, and has the force of federal law. In quotes. Central Colorado uses and defines how much water Nebraska is to receive from the river in both the summer and winter season. Colorado currently, according to the lawsuit, is threatening Nebraska's water supply of the South Platte River in at least two ways. They say that the Colorado is first unlawfully using water diversions that have deprived Nebraska of its rights to water during the irrigation season, and says secondly that Colorado is obstructing Nebraska's efforts to construct the Perkins County Canal. Grab your popcorn. This one could get fun. It's 7:20. Let's swing over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, Nebraska Athletics has finalized new contracts with head coaches of 4 programs coming off of highly successful seasons. Director of Athletics Troy Dannon has announced that softball coach Rhonda Ravel, head track and field coach Justin St. Clair, women's bowling head coach Paul Klempa, and men's gymnastics coach Chuck Chamelka have all signed their new deals. The new contracts for Ravel and St. Clair will both run through June 30th of 2030. Klempa's deal extends through April 30th of 2029. And Chamelka's new contract runs through April 30th of 2026. Nebraska placed 21st in the 2024-2025 Division I Learfield's Directors' Cup standings, marking its best finish since a 17th place showing in 2010. It's Nebraska's second straight top 25 finish in the Directors' Cup standings. Pairings have been announced for the Class B and Class C American Legion Junior State Tournaments that get underway on Saturday. In Class B at Oregon Trail Park in Gering, Elkhorn will play Hickman at 9, followed by McCook against Blair at noon. West Point will face Waterloo Valley at 3, followed by Gering against Alliance at 6. In the Class C state tournament in Malcolm, Tecumseh will play Hardington at 10, followed by Loomis against Pender at 1. Palmer Walbach Greeley will face Meridian Tri-County at 4, followed by Malcolm against Dannebrog Carroll Bolus at 7. The A7 Seniors Area Tournament gets underway tomorrow out in North Platte. Top-seeded Hastings 5 Points Bank will play North Platte Great Plains Health at 7 in the opening round. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports beginning with a pregame show at about 6:45 tomorrow night. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes is the number 1 seed for the A7 Juniors Tournament in Kearney. The Braves will play either Grand Island Dinsdale or the Wesco Express on Saturday at 4. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports 2 beginning with a pregame show at 3:45. Joey Heckler drove in the winning run in the bottom of the 10th inning as the Hastings Sodbusters beat the Bison baseball team 6-5 last night out at Duncan Field. Heckler finished the game with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Zane Wilson and Cale Jensen also had 2 hits for the Sodbusters. Creighton Jacobitz threw 1 inning of relief to pick up the win. Hastings is now 24-16 in the season. Same 2 teams will play tonight. First pitch will be at 6:35. And the Kansas City Royals start their second half of the season tomorrow at Miami. The Royals are 47-50 on the season, 12 games behind Detroit in the American League Central Division. Tomorrow's game will get underway at 6:10. That's a check on your sports headlines on Extreme Sports at 7:24.
Here's a look at your weather forecast, powered by weatherology.com. 76 today, under overcast skies, easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, lows around 63. Highs level off around 88 tomorrow. Chance for scattered thunderstorms. Upper 80s Saturday and Sunday with thunderstorms both days. And that's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Paul Schrabley. Currently, it's 61 degrees.
We've got north winds this morning at about 7 miles per hour. As you wake up and get going this morning, this is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports at 7:25.
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance the Miletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Miletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beers, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MilettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Miletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Wells, Science Center Bronick with you. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Thursday, the 17th of July. Again, Cam Raceway coming off with their 2-week kind of midsummer break. They'll get back at it again. They're racing both Friday and Saturday this week with their regular racing show, but 2 nights of racing action. So if you can't be there, you can always join us on our webpage here at Extreme Sports, x-streamsports.com. You'll be able to watch the races right there from the comfort of your living room.
Living room, campsite.
Wherever you might be.
A lot of people have done that. They've gone out to the lake and taken Cam Raceway with them with the help of Extreme Sports, and it's been a really popular addition to the Extreme Sports team for this summer.
I expect to hear maybe from Steve Stenner. He's the track announcer for Cam Raceway. He was going to try to juggle some family issues. I ran into him yesterday eating lunch. He was going to try to call in and talk with us at 7:30 this morning, juggling a few things at the household
work
today.
Schedules, yeah, that's
work
always
schedules,
fun.
So, he was going to try to check in with us.
Man, like, I know that my summer has been very busy trying to juggle about 3 or 4 different things. I think the only guy with the busier summer schedule is a guy like Steve Stenner, because he is literally everywhere. Does a lot of sound for city events, activities, meetings and such, and then he's got his own DJ business on the side. So this, by the way, is like peak wedding season. So he's out and about doing weddings, and he still has time to squeeze Cam Raceway in and do some trackside announcing for us. So the guy keeps a pretty tight summer schedule. So hopefully it'll all work out, and he can squeeze in some time to chat with us here this morning. But I know the man's got a busy schedule. Let's just say that. By the way, today, the 17th day of July, we've got a few days that we can highlight and cash in on. That was a pun, because it's National Lottery Day today. Opportunity to play some scratch tickets. It's kind of weird. Like I felt like this should have been yesterday, because that's when we have the Powerball drawings, Wednesday and Saturday. But nevertheless, National Lottery Day today, founded in 2018 by the Massachusetts State Lottery, which is still the only state that I can't actively pronounce. National Lottery Day today, so get a scratch ticket, trucks and bucks.
Yeah, I guess Lottery Day can be any day. You mentioned Powerball, but hell, there's a lottery drawing, I think, just about every day now.
You a big scratch ticket player?
I don't get into it a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
I know at Christmas time, our family usually, someone goes out and buys a whole bunch of lottery tickets, and you sit there and try to figure them out. They always play the most difficult games for the scratch-off tickets during my holiday time. What am I trying to do here? I'm scratching everything off here. What am I trying to do?
The worst ones, I mean, they're fun, I guess, in a way, but they're time-consuming. You ever play the bingo one?
I'm sure I have.
Where you scratch off the little space and you get that number, and then that number corresponds. But you got like 3 bingo tickets, so you really got to pay close attention. And I was one of those that was like, well, I'll bring it in, as I might as well check it, because I'm not the most observant person in the world. I think we've established this throughout the course on the show. Like, you could have a brand new office set up, and I probably wouldn't notice. Just because my powers of observancy. But nevertheless, like, I would take this in, and they're like, all you have to do is like scratch off this little thing in the right corner, and we know whether it's a winner or not. So like, you go through all that work to do the bingo cards. But yeah, the bingo cards are the fun ones. But I'm with you. Like, give me 5 things to scratch off, and if one of them happens to turn up to be a lucky 7, I win the corresponding prize. That's more my speed for scratch tickets. But
yeah, some of those get so damn complicated, I don't know if I won or not. So then you just scratch off down there, like you said, down there where it says if you won or not.
Take them all in. Get them all checked. It is National Emoji Day today. Emojis, the little characters
that people send all the time on their text messages.
Yeah, don't say just people. Like, I am notoriously bad for it. I will have a conversation with you with emojis if I could. If it saves me, like, typing words.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
I know. Like, you'll send me a text. It could be just about anything. And just depending on my mood of that text. Like, if you're like, hey, by the way, baseball got postponed or baseball's canceled today, I will send you back, like, an angry emoji.
Or a crying guy.
And that's just how I... The worst one... And I don't know how we can curb this. The little thumbs up tag that you can put on the end of text messages, and you can just click on the message and give them a thumbs up. like,
I got coaches
respond
that do
okay, right?
No, I got coaches that do that.
Right.
Like I try to set up interview times. Okay, yep, 3:00 will work, and then they ship me back to a little thumbs up thing instead of saying, okay, see you then, or whatever. They just thumbs up.
Yeah, I do that to my folks every once in a while, and they will respond with, could you please respond with okay? And I'm like, well, that is essentially okay, but I understand. So
how about just respond? Let's just leave it with that. Respond with something. If people text you or email you something, I've been in a frenzy here the past 2 weeks of people not returning my emails.
Oh.
And it just pisses me off.
Sorry.
It does. You opened up a can of worms this morning. If I send you something, be polite and send something back.
I don't think I do.
Act like you acknowledge that I exist. I've been waiting for replies back for some people last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And I just keep emailing them about every 3 days, the same message. Hello? Are you there? I know they're getting it because I have an email service that says when you open it up, it tells me.
Read receipts on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
It pisses me off.
That's even worse if you don't reply. Maybe
So I opened up a can of worms. You know what else happened to me yesterday? My computer got hacked.
What?
The IT guy had to come down yesterday or the day before.
Hacked?
Well, he had to tear down my entire computer yesterday, or the day before, the night before.
Okay.
And he took my hard drive out of my computer.
Oh, God.
Took it in to work with him where he's got all the tools.
So we could do open heart surgery?
Yeah, he did open heart surgery on my hard drive. And he brought it back to me yesterday and says it's junk.
What do you mean it's junk?
He said the Russians had some kind of a...
Are you serious?
Had some kind of a attack thing and they wanted me to pay a ransom.
On the Extreme Sports computer?
No, on my other one.
Did they not know?
Did they not know who they're hacking or trying to get money from? If you want to drain my account of $7.43 today, go ahead.
Going after a sports commentator?
I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you my $7.40. I don't have $2 million.
That's what I've always said. Like, I take this lightly. I'm really in no danger of being hacked because nobody, if they do their research, would want to hack into my bank account. Like, go ahead, hop into it, please. Accept my credit card debt. Go for it.
Drain my $7. Yeah, but Shane had to bring back.
It's junk.
Yeah, he told me it was junk. So he brought me back like a temporary fix. That's on my other computer, not this one, but my other one. Yeah, the Russians had some kind of a
elaborate scheme to hack into Mike Will's computer.
Yeah, I don't know what I had in there that they wanted. There's nothing really in there. But now, yeah, that was all blown up, so now I got to put everything back in shape today.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it is. So besides people not returning my emails and text messages, the Russians hacking into my other computer.
The Eastern Studios under attack.
Yeah, ransom attack.
First alert at 7. It is National Tattoo Day today. Ooh. I have 0 tattoos.
I have 0 tattoos.
And it's not because I don't want a tattoo. It's not because I don't think that they belong on the human body. It's that quite honestly, I'm needle phobic. I can't stand needles. I pass out when I give blood.
I don't have a tattoo, but I know people that do.
Yeah.
And they say it hurts. I said, so what the hell did you get one for? If you're going in someplace that it's going to be hurt, it's going to hurt. What are you going in there for?
I've just been told like it's a little pinch. Like it's just like getting pinched as they work their way on your arm.
I don't want to know.
I don't think it's going to hurt. I just know that I can't do needles. I couldn't look at it. If you had a different way to permanently put ink on my body, I might be more apt to do it.
We
but
could
it's
paint
got a
it on.
needle.
We can maybe paint it on.
I don't think that would work unless it's like permanent.
Yeah. So that's why they have a tattoo.
Yeah, but they got the gun and the needles, and it's...
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Why would you go into some place where you're going to come out and say, God, that hurt? I try to avoid scenarios like that. But a lot of people nowadays, if you don't have a tattoo, you feel like an idiot.
Why do I get into relationships year after year? Like, I know going into the relationship, I'm like, oh, this is going to hurt. This is not going to end well. This is going to hurt. You just do it. I don't know.
You do it anyway, time and time again.
I think there's a lot of people with some really good-looking ink, and I want to tell that story to people. I think there's really creative ways to like bring out your passions and your hobbies and things that you love and display that in a very artistic way.
If you were to get a tattoo, what would it be? What would it be?
God, it would have to be a microphone, wouldn't it?
You put a microphone on your body?
Some sort of microphone.
God, that's nerdy.
Like old school, like the old school 1940s radio mics that were used for when they did like live shows. Yeah.
Where would you get this tattoo?
I would suppose in the arms, like the shoulder, probably. So yeah, some sort of like microphone with like some flames and skulls.
God, that'd be nerdy.
I'd make it look pretty badass, actually.
That'd be nerdy.
What would you get a tattoo of?
I don't know.
Mr. Nerd?
And where would I put it? Where do I put a tattoo on this body? And what the hell would I put on this body?
The back, maybe? I don't know.
I know people that's got those.
Did you get like an anchor for the SS Will pontoon boat?
I would.
Since you're such a fisherman and sailor and, and boater.
I don't fish. I don't
What would
fish.
you get a tattoo of?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. What would I ever get a tattoo that I'd want on my body?
The other one, I'd probably get like a pirate.
A pirate?
Skull. Yeah. Like a pirate sword and pirate skull. Because I freaking love pirates, so. Played the Pirates of the Caribbean last night for a batter walk-up. That was a hit.
How has the beer batter been going at Sodbusters?
Finally, we got off the schneid. I had been like 0 for 3 in my previous attempts to find a beer batter, and we took a poll in press box 3 yesterday, and we were like, okay, well, my vote counts for like 0.5% of what we're going to go with the beer batter. But I went the 7 hole, and somebody backed me up on it. They were like, "Yep, I like that 7. Let's roll with the 7." Got 2 strikeouts yesterday for the fans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's always nice. You go to the Sodbusters game and you get the beer batter to strike out twice. That's half-price beer, isn't it?
That's
2 for 1,
half-price beer.
half-price beer.
Half-price beer.
You get them twice in one night. That doesn't happen very often. No wonder the fans are all happy coming out of Duncan Field last night.
They were so stoked. That and it was an extra innings walk-off win. And so here's the fun part about Busters baseball. Like, we're on a rotation in terms of the, and I'll say the term loosely because I'm included in it, talent, the on-the-field entertainment, the PA. We have a rotation that we go in. And in that rotation, the Sodbusters have only lost 1 home game when I've been on the microphone.
Like on the field or up in the booth?
Either way, on a microphone, whether it's PA or on the field mic, we have only lost 1 game when I've been in attendance. We have a drummer. His name is Adam. He's a fantastic, fun super fan for Sodbusters baseball. He went away across the pond for a couple weeks stretch, and in that time we lost a couple home games. But since he returned, he has watched Busters baseball all season long. Season ticket holder, plays the drum. We have lost 0 games when Adam's in attendance.
Wow.
So he's our good luck charm.
We got to make sure Adam goes to the rest of the games. And
we are rolling out a red carpet for him every time he steps in.
And you're on the microphone.
That's kind of the winning combination. We've
How tough
together,
is this game? How tough is baseball anyway? All you got to do is have the guys in the stands in the right places.
You're so worried about throwing strikes.
Throwing strikes.
Just make sure me and Adam are in attendance. We'll be fine.
All right, you guys going out tonight?
Maybe.
No, you usually work on Thursday.
I got a few things to juggle today, so.
So you might not be in attendance. So
no.
The Bison could beat the Sodbusters tonight. Is Adam going to be there?
We're not putting the cart before the horse. I'm making sure Adam gets there first. That's my main priority.
Yeah, I think somebody should go over and pick him up. Make sure he's
in
there.
In a limo.
Yeah, somebody better go pick up Adam. If the Busters haven't lost when he attends games, somebody better go pick his ass up.
I'm so superstitious, like especially with the sport of baseball. When you have streaks like that are just kind of off the wall, you roll with it. And you don't change anything about what you did the night before. And yeah, if you're rolling on an undefeated streak with somebody in attendance, you bet your bottom dollar make sure he's in attendance. So we got that going on. Speaking back to let's circle back to the tattoo just briefly. Ryan Martin has chimed in. He says we should get tattoos of the characters from the intro to our show. The caricatures.
Oh, yeah.
The little cartoons that we have. I don't know if I want a tattoo of myself.
Yours looks pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Mine, my grandson, he don't like it. He tells me all the time when he sees it, he says, I don't like that. I said, what's wrong? He says, well, your hair is different.
Well, yeah, because it gave you some.
I still got hair. Yeah, but he says I got too much hair. So he's kind of into this computer stuff, so he drew me a new character.
Okay.
So I haven't debuted it yet.
Was it with less hair?
Yeah, it's a lot older.
Then why would you put it on there?
Well, then my wife says she don't like the new character because I look too old in that one. So now I'm caught between a rock and a hard spot.
What are you, Goldilocks over there, trying to find one that's just right?
Well, my wife says the new one looks too old, and the one I got right now, evidently I look too young. I got too much hair.
Is there such a thing as looking too young? I mean,
I didn't think it was such a big deal. We had those drawn up. I said, yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go with it. And we've used it ever since this show made its debut in September of last year. But now everybody's wanting me to change my character.
So your grandson says you look too young.
Yeah, because I got too much hair.
And you're still going to get him the NCAA video game? After those comments? Calling you old, man.
Then my wife says the new character looks too old. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't know where you're supposed to be.
I don't know if our characters would be something I'd want to tattoo on for. Let's see what Ryan Martin's saying. He's superstitious. KU basketball. If they're losing at halftime, I switch seats and turn
Ryan,
my Jayhawk glass around for the second half.
I just see Ryan in his man cave watching KU basketball, just racing from chair to chair, switching hats to hats.
So he sits like in his big recliner. But if the Jayhawks are losing at halftime, he goes over on the couch,
switches up the gear,
and then he falls asleep. Falls asleep in the second half because Kansas continues to lose.
Wow.
Ryan Martin loses interest.
Wow.
And Ryan finally goes down and takes a nap on the couch. That's the way it probably is around the Martin household.
Calling out a KU fan as a Husker?
Why not?
Wild.
Why not? Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. It's a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. We'll finally get back into the sports scene after today. No Major League Baseball again today because of the All-Star break.
Yeah.
They'll get back at it tomorrow with the Royals playing down in Miami to start the second half of the season. But you watch Sports Center right now, hell, they're not talking about anything either. Kind of like this show. We're talking about tattoos on this show.
National Tattoo Day today.
And you want me to put a tattoo of my character, I would put it on my buns.
Why? Then nobody sees it.
I don't want anybody to see it.
Well, then why would you get a tattoo?
Well, people put tattoos on their buns.
I know, but that's normally people that also have them displayed, and like that's not their first one. Let's put it on my ass where nobody can see it. If you're gonna get art, then display it.
Yeah, you probably should put it on your shoulder or something.
I like the shoulders.
God, that hurt though.
I don't like the circa early 90s, like, tell me that you had highlights without telling me you had highlights when they get like that, what is it even called? Like the little barbed wire that they get across their arm. They think they're all tough, and it just looks awful.
So you don't like the barbed wire?
The basic white guy tattoo. Yeah.
Makes you look tough.
Does not. It actually screams the opposite for me. When I see somebody with like tribal barbed wire that's across their arm, I'm like, oh, okay, I can take you.
And yeah, it's usually some weenie looking guy too. That's like 150 pounds soaking wet.
Would be like a guy like me getting barbed wire tattoos.
Barbed wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be big and stocky, rough and tough if you're gonna have a barbed wire on your arm.
I just want pirate swords.
A pirate.
I want a pirate sword and a microphone.
Well, go do it then.
I don't
get it
like
done.
Needles. I can't. I am like physically unable to get a tattoo.
Go have a couple of shots.
That's the worst.
Go have a couple of shots of something.
I have been told that that's the worst, and then that's when it hurts the worst too, because as you drink, like the thins out. Yeah. So like people that have told me that I got drunk one night and got a tattoo. There's a lot of tattoo parlors that won't even take intoxicated people. Not just because of buyer's remorse, but because they say it's a hell of a lot more painful.
Really?
When you drink a lot and then to get a tattoo. Yeah, because it's like your blood's thinning out. Or,
yeah.
Yep, because of the alcohol consumption, and that's just it makes it more painful. That's what they tell me.
I know a lot of people that do have a couple of drinks before they go in and get a tattoo. So a couple of people have done that.
I'd need like the anti-anxiety medication that just knocks you out.
You go overboard.
Oh, yeah.
They could put you under like you're going in for an operation.
See, that'd be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Put you under.
It's
they
the
do
only
the
way.
Tattoo, then you'd wake up.
Sedation, dentistry is now the only way that I can go to the dentist. They have to knock me out, even if it's like a cleaning. Because I have anxiety about dentists.
Yeah.
Because they have that drill.
Yeah. So they knock you out?
Yep, every time.
Completely? They knock you out?
I wake up and they tell me it's over. It's great.
Really?
It's the best.
Yeah.
The only way that I can go to the dentist. And it's not, I mean, even then, because whether it's the dentist or whether it's the doctor, like my tooth has to hurt first before there's a dentist appointment. My arm has to be like falling off for me to go, oh, I guess it's time to go to the doctor.
You just don't like going.
I tough a lot of stuff out because I hate going.
Yeah. It's like I don't even like going to the doctor.
No. And it's always bad news. Like, it's like when you take your car in for an oil change and they give you like 18 other things that's wrong with your car. That's
well, doctors do that too.
That's what I'm saying. That's me and Reimers, man. It's like I go in and he's like, all right, well, I have some news for you.
Yeah, you really need to do this.
We need to cut this out of your diet. And I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. So next.
Yeah, he always tells me I'm fat.
Oh, yeah.
I think he tells everybody that. Yeah, you're fat. You got to lose some weight.
I think we have the same doctor.
We do. And he tells me what weight I'm supposed to be at, and I just laugh at him. Actually, you know what? The last time I was that weight, and it was like I was just out of high school.
Yeah.
I said, I haven't been that weight in like 30 years plus. I can't get down to that weight. Be sensible. Where should I be?
Right.
So he tacks on maybe like 10 pounds. I said, there's no way in hell I'm going to get down to that weight. And he says, okay. Signs me off. And then the next year he says the same thing.
Hey, can we get you down to that target weight?
Yeah, I'm working on it. But you gained 10 pounds. Yeah. I'm really working hard.
Gains, bro.
I exercise every day. I close my rings on my Apple Watch every damn day, and I'm still gaining weight. I picked up 10 since the last time I saw you. But I'm working hard on it.
Tell him it's like, oh, this is that 10 pounds, that's all muscle right there.
Yeah. Do you see Ryan Martin? He's going to get a tattoo of a Jayhawk eating a piece of wheat.
Okay.
What is that? What is this wheat thing down in Kansas? We talked about the lights earlier this week. The lights look like waving wheat.
They don't either.
That's what he said they'd look like.
They look like tiger claws that are about ready to crush a mouse.
So now why is he going to get a Jayhawk eating a piece of wheat? Ryan Martin's going to get a tattoo. That's Jayhawk
awesome,
eating
actually.
a piece of wheat.
It pays homage to the Kansas agricultural heritage of wheat farmers.
Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning.
It's been great.
It's kind of like you're just sitting at the breakfast table with me, and we're just shooting the crap because we have nothing else to talk about in the sports world. This show is really designed as a sports talk show.
It's really tough when there's not a whole lot of sports. I mean, we could get into like the whole Nebraska football debate, but
we're gonna
there's so many weeks before that.
Oh yeah, we gotta save some of that.
We have to save some material.
Next week. We can mention that again. Next Wednesday, Tim Stroman, who's the Adams Central baseball coach, and he also coaches some little guys like 9-year-olds.
Yep.
He's going to be on the show with us most of the hour next Wednesday. He's got some things on his mind. In fact, he wrote a thesis assignment during his off season here. He'll be talking about motivating young athletes, coaches, and athletes' mindset for youth sports, appropriate goal setting for youth sports. He'll be talking about the specialization where your kid only plays baseball or only plays volleyball and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches in belief that we need kids doing as much as they can and not specialize in just baseball or volleyball or basketball.
Yeah.
You're going to be talking about a bunch of other things. So be sure to join us next Wednesday from 7 until 8 here on Huddle Up. Kind of a special edition of Huddle Up as we kind of dive into youth sports and problems and concerns facing youth sports. You'll be able to call in and voice your opinion because by some of the stuff that Tim has to say, you're not going to believe in, especially if you play on one of those teams like throughout this summer that is all about winning and going to play for state championships when you're 9 or 10 years old. So you might have some differing opinions. If you'd like to join in the discussion, we'll open up the fan line next Wednesday, 402-834-1330, and we can have a little conversation. But Tim Stroman will be a special guest in studio next Wednesday here on Extreme Sports. Get you rolling here. 7:58 now with Mike and Tyson on Huddle Up.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Starting off in the courts, Attorney General Mike Hilgers and Governor Jim Pillen announced yesterday that Nebraska is suing our neighbors to the west. They have sued the state of Colorado to enforce the South Platte River Compact and clear the way for construction of the Perkins County Canal. Nebraska and Colorado, for historical reference, signed the South Platte River Compact back in 1923, like pre-Great Depression era. The compact was then approved by both state legislatures, ratified by Congress in 1926, and has the force of the federal law. Well, the lawsuit claims that certain Colorado uses and defines how much water Nebraska is to receive from the river in both the summer and winter seasons. And the lawsuit states that Colorado is currently threatening Nebraska's water supply of the South Platte River in two ways. First, saying that Colorado allows unlawful water diversions that have deprived Nebraska of its rights to water during the irrigation season. And secondly, that Colorado is obstructing Nebraska's efforts to construct the Perkins County Canal. So the fight over water continues between the two states. Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol, with assistance from several other police agencies, arrested one person after a pursuit and search west of Lincoln. The pursuit, troopers locating a deceased woman inside the suspect's vehicle. The incident all stemmed from an endangered missing persons alert that was issued earlier this week in Wisconsin. And yesterday, the Nebraska State Patrol received information from that police department that the vehicle associated with the missing persons case was believed to be traveling westbound in the state. It is now 8 o'clock. Let's head over to the Eastside Studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, Nebraska Athletics has finalized new contracts with head coaches of 4 programs coming up a highly successful seasons. Director of Athletics Troy Dannon has announced that softball coach Rhonda Ravel, head track and field coach Justin St. Clair, women's bowling head coach Paul Klempa, and men's gymnastics coach Chuck Chamelka have all signed their new deals. The new contracts for Ravel and St. Clair will both run through June 30th of 2030. Klempa's deal extends through April 30th of 2029, and Chamelka's new contract runs through April 30th of 2026. Nebraska placed 21st in the 2024-2025 Division I Learfield Directors' Cup standings, marking its best finish since a 17th place showing in 2010. It's Nebraska's second straight top 25 finish in the Directors' Cup standings. Sodbusters won last night. They beat the Bison baseball team 6-5 on a walk-off single by Joey Heckler in the bottom of the 10th inning. The Sodbusters now 24-16 in the season. Same two teams will play tonight. First pitch will be at 6:35. That's a check in your sports headlines here on Extreme Sports. What we really wanted to do is bring in Paul Tromley for a check of the forecast. But Paul's no longer with us. His contract must have ended. Yeah, his contract must have ended at 8 o'clock. He says, hell no, I'm not working overtime for you guys. Anyway, you're waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning on Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
All right, Mike Will and Tyson Avronic with you. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Thursday. Ryan Martin is checked back in with us concerning his tattoo that he's going to get of a Jayhawk eating a piece of wheat. Ryan says Jayhawk fans wave their arms over their head after a victory. It's called waving the wheat.
It's called holy crap, we won finally.
It's called waving the wheat when they raise their arms over their head after a victory.
Hey, don't knock it. We release balloons when we score a touchdown.
I knew there was something wrong with the people in Kansas.
We release balloons.
Please do not get off of your medication. People in Kansas.
I thought you were talking to me for a second. I'm like, what?
Don't get off of your medication.
I'm not.
You wave your arms over your head, and you call it waving the wheat. So now everything's starting to tie together. We're waving the wheat, and the lights that are on top of the stadium look like they're waving the wheat. Now things are starting to tie together here this week. If we got one thing done this week, which we haven't got a lot accomplished this week, we got one thing accomplished. Now we're figuring out all the Kansas stuff. You mentioned their stadium lights when you were playing your new college football 26 game.
Yes.
And now Ryan Martin is chiming in. He's going to get a new tattoo of a Jayhawk eating a piece of wheat. And now he says when the Jayhawks win, they wave their arms over their head after a victory, and it's called waving the wheat. Now everything is tying together. I feel much, much better about Kansas sports now.
I'm so glad. You know, on the football side of things, like we don't get to see it that often because they don't win a whole lot of games. I just don't. I never remember seeing them do that. Like I'm trying to think of the good Kansas teams like that Mangino had when they had Aqib Talib and a bunch of other good players, and they made that run into the Orange Bowl. I don't remember the Kansas fans.
Maybe there's a new tradition.
Waving their arms like dorks.
Yeah, maybe this is a new tradition. I don't know. After they put up those wheat lights.
Hey, you're Kansas. You don't just start a new tradition out of the blue. Who was in the pub talking with other Kansas fans about hey, we got to do something if we win.
Let's do something different.
What do you think we should do, guys?
Let's wave our arms like a bunch of dorks.
Let's wave our like wheat.
We'll call it waving of the wheat. Okay, let's do that. How do we start that?
Bunch of macho guys in a bar hey, let's start a tradition and wave wheat.
We'll get our group together.
Again.
And we'll start doing it in the stands this week, and it'll catch on.
Listen, we talk trash all you want. We literally, grown-ass men, buy a balloon and walk it into Memorial Stadium so they can release it if we... grown men that when we had the helium shortage and we couldn't have balloons would go out and get black market balloons.
Oh, yeah, we were crying. We were crying back then.
Yeah. So don't knock Kansas for waving the wheat when we have grown men getting out of their Ford F-350s
and going buying a balloon,
spitting chew and saying, I got to get me two of them balloons.
Ryan is chiming in again. He says, we even do it when someone fouls out of a basketball game. They wave their arms like they're waving the wheat.
Does that even look? I've never seen a wheat wave.
I guess all this puts a new perspective on watching Kansas sports. Now I'll know what the hell they're doing. I don't watch a lot of KU football. Watch a couple of KU basketball games occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll know. I'll say, hey, look at that, honey. They're waving a wheat. They're waving the wheat, honey. She'll look at me and say, you need to go to bed. You need to go. You need to get some sleep. You gotta get some sleep. Anyway, all right. Anything else going on I need to know about?
Zero. There's no baseball.
That's okay.
It's the worst sports week on the face of the earth.
Players need another day off today, recuperate from the Major League All-Star break. So the guys that didn't play in the All-Star game, they've been off all week, haven't they?
Yeah. It's a hell of a vacation.
Yeah, they've been off all week, the guys that did not participate.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? They like take a trip or they just stay home?
They literally rest and recuperate because the baseball season is a 162-game grinder, and their bodies need to time to rest and heal.
I'll say 162. The Royals, are we halfway? Royals are at 100.
Yeah, we're over halfway.
No, Royals are only at 97. Oh, yeah, we're over halfway.
Which is okay.
Yeah. They're at 97. They're at 97, and there's 162 games, so we're over halfway. That's good because the football season will start, and then nobody will give a damn about baseball. That's what happens every year.
That's not true.
It is. It is.
It's not.
As soon as college football and pro football starts,
around here, maybe.
You can go into any sports bar around here.
Around here, maybe.
And ask them who's in the playoffs, who's in the Major League Baseball playoffs this year.
Yep.
And they'll all look at each other and say, hell, I don't know. I don't know.
It's not that way.
Which leads me back to, which believes, I've said it for years, baseball should wrap up on Labor Day. No later than Labor Day.
We're not getting into an argument 10 minutes after the show.
Yeah, that's probably not a spot to drop that, but you've heard it from me before. I've told you that before. Yeah, it gets lost in the sports world after the football season starts. You're not listening, are you? It's going through one ear and out the other. You're not listening to anything I've got to say. I will. I'll run the damn ball since the football season gets started. Just give me some damn chicken wings, will you? And I'll be eating some of those here soon as well.
This is my only defense to get you to stop talking.
All right, let's get out of here. If you'd like to listen to this show again, God, if you'd like to listen to this show again, get up to date with tattoos and waving of the wheat, Kansas traditions.
It's a very informative show.
Yeah, a very informative show today. Not a whole lot of usable knowledge on this show today, but a very informative show. You can download the podcast section and listen to it again throughout the day, and definitely make plans. Be here again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home.